The first recipient of the Engineering Medal for Management is Gerry Chaput.
It was my father who basically told me I was going to be an engineer. And at the time, I didn't really think that was correct. But I did have a strong strength in mathematics and physics and engineering sort of matter. And it was really the right decision to make, or the right inspiration that he provided, but it was my father. I'd actually worked for the ministry as a summer student and quite honestly vowed I would never ever work there again. You know, it was interesting that the training program that we started with exposed you to lots of different areas. And it was funny how you thought maybe, oh, I want to be a bridge engineer. And then when you worked in the structural area, you thought, this really doesn't turn my crank. There were areas where you thought, oh, I have to go to the traffic section, I don't want to go. And you got there and you loved it. I think as engineers, we all have that one duty to protect the public safety, and that's a given. In the public service, you're working to maintain the public's trust. And we're stewards of that public trust. We have to ensure that we spend that money wisely and in the best interests of the province. And I think that's a big difference that you don't see in the private sector at times, different goals, different objectives. You know, we're spending billions of dollars, 1.2 billion in just rehab alone, plus you add expansion and new projects, new interchanges, new lanes being built. You know, we're spending close to $2.5 billion a year. Over the past 5 years, I bet you on average we're close to $3 billion per year just in construction alone. So it's a massive investment that we have to make to ensure that that infrastructure continues to operate. In fact, we're the only jurisdiction in Canada that has legislation that requires bridges to be inspected every 2 years by or under the direction of a professional engineer. So it's a legislative aspect, it's an enforcement aspect, it's an educational aspect. All of those things play into our sustainability and to our rehabilitation programs. My friend came to me with the envelope and said, there's an envelope here from PEO. And I immediately thought, oh, did I pay my dues? So when I opened the envelope, I was extremely pleased to see that I'd been honored and recognized. A total surprise, one that I'd not expected. Very humbled to think that people would think that I was worthy of that the profession thought it was worthy to award me with the medal. And I know my sisters, my brother, when they got news of the award, they were very pleased and very happy. And that was the common theme. And just think of how proud Mom and Dad would be. So yeah, it was a real honor.
Engineer Gerry Chaput is receiving the Engineering Medal in the Management category in recognition of his valuable and impressive leadership roles within the provincial government. Ladies and gentlemen, Gerry Chaput.